Hello friends, very good evening. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Talent Traders. In this video, we are going to discuss about the TC and BC variation. And already we discussed about last video about CPR scanner. We are discussing about one particular scanner. We find some stocks that was working good. So to understand that concept, you need to understand one more important thing, and that we are going to make the scanner in one line is not possible, so we have to create in multiple ways. So here in this video I just go to talk about the TC and BC and how we can effectively go for that TC and BC, and as per our strategy that we are looking for yesterday. Okay, one strategy we are discussing about yesterday, and that one, so let me go to show you some stocks which happening based on that scanner. And I am showing you the stock first, and you can look at the some of the stocks which is opening below the same concept. Tata Steel, which I'm looking for the same concept. Based on the concept, it is opened below the pivot, but it was not taken as a support. Okay, look at this here, it is taken as support, but it is not opened below and closed above. But we find out on a doji at the support one. So what we are looking for, TCBC. Okay, so the important points we are looking is about TCBC. Okay, and then support one. Okay, yes, one. So here Tata Steel opened the previous day comparatively lower than the previous CPR, and also it taken as support one. So that is what an important, and maybe a doji candle we can plan for that and reversal and reaching to the middle line. So we are expecting, but it is not reaching to the middle line, but it was moving to that level. That's good enough. Okay, and the second stock which I'm going to find out based on this stock is Bharati Airtel, but the scanner. Okay, so looking for a Bharati Airtel. So we are waiting for that update. It is happening. Yeah, you can see it is never tested below the support one. So we don't have an opportunity in Bharati Airtel, but initially it goes down and recovered back. So and finally Sipla, and even more stock which came, and look at the Sipla. This is what I'm exactly looking for. So maybe a first trade got triggered your stop loss. Okay, first time maybe here the stop loss triggered, and the second trade which I am looking for, that is also be a stop loss triggered, and the third trade which is never triggered our stop loss, that's a huge move. So how much risk which we are taken based on this? So let me check this, and on this candle high and low is around 1 2 3 2 minus 5 rupees, exactly 5 rupees, maybe initial 5 rupees loss. And the second trade, I think it is not triggered, the second trade is not triggered, the high is not broken. And the third one is about on 29 1229 and 1232.60, so near about 3 rupees. With this 3 rupees and 32, and it went up to 45, so more than 10 rupees. So very small risk, and we are waiting for a bigger target. That is the main reason we are selecting this. And SBI Life Insurance, that is also be the stock which came into the scanner. And the first one we find there is no opportunity, but closing hours we got it, and we are not going to focus for an intraday when it is closing hours. My simple concept, and the stock must be a lower CPR, and also the candle open below support one. Okay, or even support two also, and it close must be support one. That is what a simple concept which I'm going to apply here. And this is the stock which is not giving you opportunity. Maybe if you are taken around closing around 230, so 1283, it went up to 1288, and our stop loss exactly closed at our stop loss 78. High and low is around 5 rupees 79. And JSW still is the one more stock based on that particular JSW. The one more stock we got it, and there is no, here is the opportunity, maybe it is happening in closing hours, so we ignore it. And Eicher Motor is the final one, we got it based on this particular scan. Okay, it is not testing below the S1 level, so simply we remove it. Okay, so to find out such a particular stocks on the scanner, we have to important thing, one important thing to understand. Okay, so that I will tell you here, and we will change the color. R1 S1 is not necessary at this moment. And BC I just given you bottom color green. Okay, here is the BC, and in top TC, sitting TC maybe in red color. Okay, So if you are looking for this and any good stocks which we can take for a study, maybe Tata Steel, because we are not looking for this in anywhere. Yeah, you can see TC. This point you need to understand, very important. And if you are using for a this particular CPR indicator, I think if you are watching, you may not understand the concept very clearly. So most of the time, TC would be always higher than the BC. Okay, so in this case, green is a BC, right? And red is a TC. Again, I show you as per the concepts, as per the coding. BC is a green in color and TC is a red in color. Okay, but in this case, this is okay. So it's a normal condition. Okay, TC is above to the pivot and BC is below to the pivot. Okay, in this is also be okay. This is also be maybe narrow, and here you can see BC is on the top and TC on the bottom. And the values, and we consider as a BC and TC, but that shift in the momentum or shift in the BC and TC, that should be giving you some confirmation for a trend change. Here also you can see it is in the top, and that point it came down and BC will go above. So there is a change you can able to see at this moment, the trend, and here in this case the trend. Okay, so that we need to find out the exact TC and BC, then only we will easily find out that particular stock. Okay, so I will show you that how many stocks which forming a such a pattern like that. Okay, so by using a custom indicator, okay, in charting.com. So I'll need to create a scan simply. Okay, so first of all, I will find out this momentum change. Okay, uh, how to find out this. So today is BC. Okay, so let me try. And we are created, I created that custom indicator. So let me go for how to go start with that. Okay, top CPR are BC. Yeah, BC. This is what a bottom BC is a normal one. Okay, whichever lower value that will give you. And the BC pivot point, the latest 1 day ago. Okay, it 1 day ago, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, BC pivot point less than pivot CPR, and we'll find out. So this is also be a content, the code, so which we can going to use. Okay, the same one, and 1 day ago it must be greater than 1 day ago pivot. So if you are using, so let me check Adani port, okay, and Crampton. Okay, so let me go for Adani port. Maybe it will give you some good movement. Yes, you can see there is a change. Previously, the TC would be higher and BC would be lower, but today BC would be higher, TC would be lower. So, but in a trending move. Okay, so that's right. So we can discuss. We have to find out that thing. And Crompton, Punjab National Bank, whether it is all working right or not. Crompton Greaves, same thing. Today's BC is greater than, okay, but there is no big movement, but it started below and it reaching to the top. So maybe in the first 15 minutes candle. And the second one which you are going to focus, the same condition for a TC also, we can use for a TC, but once the BC is going above to the pivot and TC will be sure it will be going down. Okay, in this case you can see there is a trend change. Previously we find a trend change. Again there is a shift. It is a normal one, but this is what it's not a normal. Okay, and this is what a normal one here. So normally TC would be higher than the pivot. This is a normal one. Okay, if you find this is not a normal and this is also not a normal, but this is a normal one, but once the change, so there is a trend in the market, and this is a change, maybe we are expecting the upside in the move. So if you find this, it's a very very important conditions which we are going to create. So tomorrow we are going to create that scanner, but this is what an important point you should understand. Or even you can use for a TC also. Okay, so that will give you some better idea to understand. Okay, and even a lot of stocks, Bandhan Bank, Federal Bank, Bandhan Bank, you can see BC would be higher and it was in good move. Okay, no problem at all. But there is a trend change would be here at this moment. From there, it is giving you such a good move in Bandhan Bank or Federal Bank, MPSs, maybe MPSs. This is also be the C and the Federal Bank. Hope you understood what we are discussing here. So the shift. So normally, if you are seeing with the blue and other colors, you will see what you think at the bottom should be a BC and above level should be a TC. But sometimes it can be changed. If there is a change, that point we can expect a trend shift or a trend change. Okay, so that is the content which I am going to discuss with you. I hope you understood the concept and you know well what is the logic behind this, and the pivot point is must be lower and the next day it should be the higher. That is what the condition which you used. I hope you understood the concept, and maybe tomorrow we will be creating that scanner. Thank you for watching, and if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe the channel.